he level?
This one.
Is he level 5 though? He's level 5, so more than yeah.
Gaben's watching.
I believe you. I believe you.
So I feel like this flex with the Nature's Prophet going mid is less for like what's good for the mid lane and more for we don't want this Nature's Prophet laning into the TA because it's an off lane Dragon Knight. So you're going to have a lot of armor. You're going to be able to deal with some of the harass that's coming through from.
Nice here. Of course, some friendly banter between the two ex-teammates.
I'm sure we're going to see some sort of all chat at the very end of the game coming through from whoever wins, to be honest.
Surely you got to say something else back about this mid NP, right? I don't know. Just to...
I mean, you can't really say nice you're a pull to that, because that's not many other people are doing this.
No, but just say stupid NB2 or something.
Toxic as ever.
Like, I don't know. Hey, let me get a straight real quick. I don't think it's bad. I just want to get that out the way. I'm gonna just with the banter between the two ex-teammates. You just come on, keep going. Get some personality into it.
I think that's the least contested bounty runes I've ever seen. You know, Disruptor was able to just walk on through. Where's he going? LeBron? What's going on? Is he gonna glimpse Lauren back?
No.
He's just trying to help this mid lane as much as possible. That's a support player. I mean, he knows his life is going to be hell in that lane, so he just wants to be as far away from it as possible.
No. What? Oh, now the creeps are all the way on the high ground. Oh, God. All right, so let's see. I mean, Lesh has got not the greatest armor. You see that Blightstorm as well, and he's just sending the treants at him, so maybe he might have some issues with the treants actually at the early stage until he's able to find some of those levels to address them.
I mean, even just the damage aspect, right? From what was it, 3 right clicks plus the glimpse damage forces him to use all of his tangos so far, and he's still what 240 gold short of the bottle. Could be that difference maker. You love to see this sort of stuff, though, right? Innovators.
Yes, you do indeed. Top lane, LeBron and Sweet and Strong both supports very, very low.
Oh, if he died, he was getting a tip from that Lesh, though.
Yeah, good one. Worry about your own lane, brother. Don't. Yeah, you got some issues up there.
Sweet and Strong's almost level 2 as well, so he's just going to be a complete menace for this top side of the map.
Did they block up? Oh, you bet that. Hang.
How many camps did they block? 3.
Dude, I'm just looking. I start from the far left camp, look at the hard, look at the sentry at the small. I keep going all the way over and see they blocked 4 camps.
That's crazy. Get the net
creep. They block some of them. Oh, get the kills as well. LeBron. What? Hang on. Oh, no. Dude, he went for a high 5. He thought he was going to get the kill and then die, but not first blood given over the lines. Some I mean, we had some wild stuff happening the previous game, you know, in particular with that long Roche fight, and already we got some wild stuff going on.
I was talking about the Bassi ring as well for the Beastmaster, but instead he's going, because of that first blood, for the arcane boots, and it makes complete sense, right? You're just going to be spamming out these wild axes, you're going to be using Sweet and Strong for a lot of the same sort of stuff. And he's actually going to walk back and... Is he just farming? I guess the wave's pushed pretty far towards Lies, so he's not really that worried about the Beastmaster dying on his own. So, yeah, if you can get away with greed, do it whenever you can.
Do you like the current position that the Arcane Boots are in? Because we see really the transition, the item build, where a lot of offlaners are going for it. You disassemble into the kind of Aetherlands that people are really starting to recognize as a strong item.
I mean, I'm just an Arcane Boots enjoyer in general. It encourages more active Dota, which is what I like to see. You know, none of this passive sit back and farm. There's a reason I'm not a carry, not just because I'm a boomer with terrible reaction speed.
You can improve the reaction speed, you know.
Nah, not at my age.
We could see you on the main.
Dropped off a cliff.
Come. You act like you're 50. You're getting close. You're not that close. Come on now. Come on now. I know it's there in the
Someone
looks.
earlier called me 36 in the Oz Dota scene, and I'm like, bro, I am not 36.
Did they know you?
Yeah, it was Zemistry.
No way Zem said you're 36.
I think he was memeing.
Okay, I was gonna say. Oh, dude, that's so rough. Someone gets called 36. And top lane, that's a lot of damage. Second point in the glimpse from LeBron, and I was not expecting it to do that much against Sweet and Strong.
2 permanent agi stacks as well. Pleb has to be a little bit careful with his positioning. Yep, there we go. Gets the self cancelled, and he's got 4 wild axis stacks on him. I guess you probably only have 3 more casts of it, but he lands another. Does he have his Oh, he's actually just going to go for LeBron instead. He'll take the freebie.
Thanks for trying.
They're doing a good chunk of damage, though, to that Slark still, nonetheless. So it's going to put him in a pretty tricky position. Little pleb got the Tango still to play with, but of course the Slark very much relying on that level 6. We didn't really mention it too much, but Slark has got a pretty good matchup versus the Beastmaster, though. Game goes on, it's very nice, difficult for you to be able to find that raw connection. Your lane can be a bit iffy. You do have a way to purge off the stacks of the axes, but really as the game goes on, that's where the Slark is going to feel his true strength in his matchup.
I really don't feel like the Beastmaster really cares about the Slark. Like, for the lane, he's going to be harassing him out with the wild axes, right? You don't want to put yourself in a position for that instant shift stacks to start to stack up. But once the mid game and the pushing stuff happens, Beastmaster's like, Slark who? Basically, we're going to get vision of him with a Call the Wild Hawk, and then he can't run in because we've got a Leshrac doing all this AoE damage. And I'm sure if Slark makes a super deep jump, you just lay down the macro pyre and everyone stands in it. And then Slark finds it hard to be able to just do anything in this team fight.
Now, what do we want to see out of Mobe here with the Nature's Prophet? He just hit level 6, and we see instantly they're going to look to make a play. Even Alex, he's trying to TP up top as well. So all the attention
There he is.
currently put onto Lays, and well, even Mobai is wanting to try and TP in as well. If they got the stun, you bet they do. Alex just able to close the distance to cancel that TP. So they got a double kill as soon as the Nature's Prophet hit 6. Beautifully done.
They do indeed. Oh, is he going to be able to deny the rune? Unfortunately not. Slightly off with a micro there on the Treant. So Lorinov gets the arcane rune, but he doesn't have any points in the Diabolic Edict. It doesn't really make too much sense to do it in this lane in particular, just because all the Treants would be soaking up those explosions. So it's going to be fine. And it really does enable that rotation a lot more on the NP as well, right? Means that he's not going to be scared about the tower falling down if you leave a Leshrac lane, which is what happens more often than not.
Tharo might be in some trouble.
Like Alex might be as well, though.
Doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with, especially with the glimpse away. Going to stop him from being able to get the return around kills, so Alex will be able to get on out. Lorinov used all his mana for that.
It's with the arcane rune as well. So nice of a rotation coming through from Mobai. Real
We
question
are
for
seeing
me is, when's the edict going to start to come out? Like, have they got this down to a science of, with this draft where we've got all the pushing that we could possibly hope for, when are we looking to do it? You know, is it when TA has Dragonlance and even just a Blightstone? Is it when the Helm of the Dominator comes out versus the Helm of the Overlord? And it feels like Lies doesn't want to go into this lane anymore. It's pretty good timing for this, though, because Lil Pleb, he's just hit up onto his level 6, so that Wild Axis spam isn't really going to do anything to the Slark.
It's much slower when you don't have that max out axes, though, for the Ancients, but forced to go back with all the numbers here. And now Lil Pleb with the charge on over. We're going to consider about bringing the Nature's Prophet as well, or do they even need him? Sweet and Strong falling down. Looks like they'll still get the kill onto the support nonetheless. Kadar actually dies to the neutral. So 2 for 2, pretty messy fight at the triangle.
And Mobai's hitting the tower as well. He's just got a Blightstone, of course, so single hit into the tower. I still think the debuff lasts way too long, so maybe that's going to be a change in the patch. Who knows? But, well, he's even going to be able to take away this DD rune on the bottom side while the creeps are hitting into the tower. So this is a lot of experience that's just gone by the wayside.
Now we've seen not a lot of attention put down bottom, and well, now Ancient tried, they're going to bring 3 people down as well. I was like, all right.
They're matching the tempo, basically.
That they are. So we'll get pretty good usage out of this first outer dragon form. They're going to shove low skill all the way back into the jungle. He has had a better game, though. I mean, we've got to consider what we saw out of him in the previous game. Did kind of struggle early on in the TA. second in net worth, and definitely a hero that's going to be able to keep up and farm inside the jungle.
Three
They're going to find
TPs.
mid, though. Obe.
I mean, again, it's just level
Alright.
1 Diabolic Edict, so I don't think they're really that concerned about the damage that they're going to be able to put into this tower. Close to the Atos, though, on Mobe.
Yeah,
Probably looking to make a
this? What-
play around the Disruptor. You know, I feel like that's going to be the extra damage that they need. Clockwork plus Disruptor plus Wrath of Nature, and if you need to, TP in Atos and kill him. The biggest one for mine that needs to be addressed is Beastmaster. Always. He's going to be the person that you're rallying around. I feel like you've got way too much damage going back the other way on the Leshrac, whereas Beastmaster at this stage doesn't really have that big defensive tool. It's not until the 4-star start to come out on the supports that that's really going to be the case. And, well, Kadaro, he's probably going to be going down here. Maybe.
Lorinov wants to turn it back around, though. A nice ice path. He's going to be able to set up for that split earth. Mobile will attempt the TPR, but
Maybe not.
it'll be a little bit too late. Beautifully done.
Second point in the Edict, but still on cooldown for the next 10 or so seconds. LeBron minding the bottom room. Strong. Unfortunately, he has to take that one, so Lorinov not going to get the regen. So despite dying, Alex has still done his job. Slow down the game while Mixer continues to farm on this bottom side. A Meteor Hammer Dragon Knight, okay.
How many levels is needing there?
2.
I think 2 is what you need for... Yeah.
3 to, you know, account for error, which I couldn't think about.
What happened?
Ever making a mistake. Imagine that. Pro
roasting
players being
people again?
human. No, I'm saying, like, I feel like a lot of people roast pro players for, like, making the tiniest mistakes when, in reality, like, everyone makes mistakes, you know?
Not me.
Alright. Open up the recent game history. Let's have a look.
Alright. I don't know. Come on now. Don't have to throw me under the bus like that.
Talk shit, get hit. That's what I say.
Ah, fair enough. I get it. PuckChamp, let's see if they can...
They're really keen to
Make
make
some
something
plays.
happen off the back of this
Okay,
this Leshrac. I mean, they're just a little bit short of the money for the Bloodstone, and I'm not sure if a kill onto Alex is going to be enough. Like, Little Pleb is standing around. They don't really know that he's here. Do you want to fight into this?
Try and activate the Shadow Dance. LeBron has that Static Storm to lay it down. Lorinov's going to be able to get out of range of the ring. They'll try and glimpse him back. And it looks like with Mobile showing up as well, they've got the damage to get the Leshrac kill. Little Pleb's got to be cautious, but the Macapire will expire, so we can charge on forward and find a third kill for the boys as well. So plenty of stacks for Little Pleb. Even Mixer wants to get active as well. So Ancient Tribe once again off to a pretty good start. Back-to-back games now.
And Pleb's doing what I love Slark players doing and holding a few Sentry Wards, so he's able to get a lot of that solo experience and gold for himself. Re-enables the Shadow Dance, of course, but he's actually got a juicy wave on the bottom side of the river to be able to play around with.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh no. Lauren,
I love
glimpse
Clockwork
back to
with
base.
Disruptor, yeah.
Yeah, it's just dumb. It's such a silly combo.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's
fun.
so hard to itemize versus these two as well.
It's fun, that's the thing, you know? Dota's about fun. Mana burn, that's
Ruining
not fun.
Low-skill kind of first time he's considering about getting involved in some of these skirmishes. We've seen the TA kind of playing his own game so far, top of the net worth, but looking to hang around mid. Might run into the Hurricane where Alex is set up. Him on inside the river though, glimpse back, but look at the backstab. Hookshot's going to be off the mark. Now Lipleb's going to be cautious. Look at the Macapire lay it down. He's going to be able to sidestep that, but LeBron will not be so fortunate. So PuckChamp, they bring every single member to try and come out on top in that team fight, but with that, they should be able to turn into a tier 1 tower as well.
But it's their first tier 1 tower at 13 minutes, and you really wouldn't expect that to be the case with this lineup. You know, all of their heroes are good at pushing, so the fact that Ancient Tribe have been able to hold them off this long is a big plus to them. got to be very careful. Like, if you're going to place these observer wards down, you've either got to be certain that Slark is not going to be playing in that region in the next, 5 minutes, or you need to play around that. So I'm assuming that PuckChamp are just going to look to try and set themselves up on this top side. Yeah, it was great that they took a single tier 1 tower. That's not enough. They got to take away this top tier 1 that's only taken 10 points of damage so far.
What do they need to do to set up for that push then? There an item we need to see, a pick off, ward set up? What's kind of the game plan for PuckChamp to open up that top tower?
I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. I don't think you even need the Enchantress there. I'm fine with Sweden Strong standing on this bottom side, keeping the lane pushed away from the tower. Lorinov clears out the mid wave, and I think you just need to group up together. Like, you've got the Hawk to do it. You've got a Helm of the Dominator creep. You've got a Leshrac with a Soul Booster. Has he got the full Bloodstone now? He does. So, yeah, this is all you're really waiting for.
It's not a bad timing for Lorinov. And his counterpart is very farm, though, on Mobai. Going to be working into the Maelstrom pretty shortly. So they'll have some cores that are able to scale pretty well. I mean, pretty much all the cores this game scale very well from either side.
They were actually off the map for so long on PuckChamp that they used a scan on Roshan on Ancient Tribe, just saying, like, what are they doing?
Strong. I'm going to tip it down. No, they're not even going to bring anyone. I thought maybe if he could survive long enough under the T2 tower, but
no glyph.
They just killed him so fast, and without a glyph, that's going to be a free tier 2, 15 minutes in, so Outposts already available to claim for Ancient Tribe.
Mm-hmm. They will eventually get the tier 1 top, but feels like they just don't... They must not feel ready to be able to take this fight yet on PuckChamp, right? You're only 100 gold away from the Desolator on the TA. She's level 12, so not doing too badly. Still at the top of the net worth charts. How close are you to Helm of the Overlord, though? That's the big question. About
pretty
the
far.
recipe away, a little bit more.
I think the Leshrac took that ancient stack when we saw the fight going on prior. So unfortunately for Lies, he wasn't able to get that much needed gold that we see the Beastmaster often requiring. Mid lane, they'll play. They've got this nighttime advantage. There's a big timing here from Ancient Tribe. About 4 minutes where we should see them really look to control the map. He is under a ward though, so they'll play. Gotta be cautious. Looks like he's reading this, but the guy path will be on the mark. It'll set up for Lorinov with a follow-up Sun being there, but an incredible static storm. It's going to buy some time for Ancient Tribe. They can look to reevaluate how they want to take the team fight. In fact, they're just happy with that. They'll use some spells, make the space for the little player, and he'll be able to back out. But is that the opening now?
Yeah.
Right, they're going to go in.
Set up even more vision. I mean, Mixer popped the Elder Dragon form as well. He's only got about half duration left. Can have LeBron with no static storm, and they take this incredibly fast. It's going to need to be a bit of a hero play from Alex if they're able to do it, but Rocket Flare not available for another 5 seconds. He's looking to find a unique angle. Yeah.
He's got to go quick, though. Too late, unfortunately.
They know he's there. They saw the rocket come from that direction. He's like, I gotta get out of here.
The one nice thing for Ancient Tribe is with Roche going on, they've done a really good job to address their lanes. Bottom got shoved in from Mobai, so Lorinov's going to be forced to TP back, and this can give an opening for them to get some kills inside the river. Kadara is going to go down here for the Jakiro, so now you've got a 4v5, which is going to continue to stall out kind of this Aegis that PuckChamp will be working with.
It will indeed. I'm not sure I agree entirely with the Enchantress going for this this Dragonlance first. I said it during the pregame, and it was even before the Slark came out, I think, that it's a great 4-staff game. And I think you just got to make sure that you've got the ways to be able to protect who is really the important hero in this draft for the next, 10, maybe even 15 minutes, which is the Leshrac. You just got to make sure that you're not getting burst 100-0, you're not caught inside the cogs, you're not caught inside the Sprout. Yeah, Lesh has the Quelling Blade, but anything that you can do to make Lesh's job and life easier is going to be a big benefit to your team.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate because they're just playing to the disruptor though. Like, this hero just kills that item.
Yeah.
Kinetic Field, what a goddamn ability, man. What a goddamn ability Kinetic Field is. But like you said, you're against the Clockwork and all these other heroes that 4-staff is great against, but unfortunately you're against one hero that it's pretty horrible against. So it's like, that puts you in a very, very awkward position. So
just carry some branches and then place them on the edge of the Kinetic Field, push yourself out, easy clap.
All right. Get creative with it. I hate it. I mean, if you can do it every single time, then sure, I'm for it. I don't know how really difficult it is to do, though.
I can't do that in my pubs, let alone in a competitive game with all the stress that's involved with that.
Radiant's top tower
Let's see
is under attack.
what they're able to get out of the Aegis, though. Still plenty of time for them to look to work with. They should have... I'd like to see them try and enable Lies just a little bit, give him some farm priority, get this Helm of the Overlord, and then maybe look to go for a play, or do they... Will that take too long? Do they need to go now?
I don't think they need to go right now. He's so close. He's 500 gold away, so it's not like you're asking too much from him. He's almost got his level 2 in the Primal Roar as well. It's not really the damage or the stun duration increase. It's having an extra 20 seconds off the cooldown that's the bigger factor for it. So it almost feels like low skill just playing ahead of him, Kadara playing ahead of him. They're protecting him. You know, they understand who is the most important hero to bulk up at this time of the game.
I didn't notice till now, but Lil Pleb's got a gem. Very, very early pickup.
Okay.
I
They
hate
really
it.
need to deal with those TA traps.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They might have got a glimpse of him as well with that nighttime advantage.
Speaking glimpse.
Pretty close to the tier 2 tower, but he doesn't have the Aegis, keep in mind. Alex with a follow-up hook shot, and he's going to end up going
glimpse back to
down. Let's see
Beastmaster.
the rebuttal, but the Lesh, he's got no mana to take the team fight with. They're going to turn their attention over to Kadara. It's a pretty good macro buy, but there's going to be no damage
They know
for
where
the moment.
Beastmaster is.
Laurenov,
He's got a tree
he's trying
following
to find
him.
an angle into the middle. They're able to get the kill into it once, and now a secondary as well. Simultaneously up to the tier 1 top. Lil Pleb and Mixer, they're still looking for more, and they'll be rewarded with catching up the beast.
Really good team play coming through there. Like I was saying, they found the Nature's Prophet, but he was doing some great micro work, just making sure that Treant was constantly following the Beastmaster. He'd used his TP, so there was no way for him to be able to get out of that. It probably would have been a better option for him to just push in that top lane, potentially force TPs back to defend that. Maybe keep them off the map and making aggressive moves for a little bit longer. But yeah, very good read of the play there and punishing the fact that TA didn't have that Aegis. At least he picks up the Helm of the Overlord, though, before the death. So it's a plus. Still minute 45 left on it. Might be able to afford being a little greedier. To me, I would just be giving these next few waves to Lorenov. Let him get the Kaya off the back of that, and then look to make a play.
I think the big thing as well is they're not playing with nighttime now, which is always a big advantage for the Slark. So
Yep.
you've
All
now
that
also
extra
that
vision.
to look to combine with. So love to see them looking to try and get control of this game. It's slowly starting to build some momentum for the boys on Ancient Tribe.
So close to hitting that. Kaya, really want to see all of the team look to rally around him as much as possible. I'm sure they're trying to just get low skill into that Blink Dagger, so it's a bit easier for him to find that instant pick off onto a squishy hero like the Disruptor. But you can only be so greedy. They've got to take the chances where they can. And Little Pleb, he's actually just used the Dark Pack, so
That's
how
a
on
big
point is
kill.
Kadaro?
Oh, just pop with that ward place. Little Pleb. Not enough time to be able to react. They will send them away from the tier 2 though, so finally PuckChamp going to be able to rival the tier 2s that Ancient Tribe have been able to find, so they too will be able to claim some outposts.
They got the ward as well. Always a nice little bonus.
Tower is under attack.
Look at Alex, just split pushing on his own as a clockwork. Not the greatest hero with
Pretty
doing
farmed.
it, but yeah, he's fairly farmed.
Dire are scanning.
Got that
Someone
Floss of
needs to
Stone's
address
going to
it.
help out.
And you've got to be so careful about splitting your lineup, right? We've seen how effective a Disruptor is at punishing any sort of person that's just off on their own without any assistance.
I
What's up?
really want to see Radiant get more out of this, man. You're getting pretty close to double. You just got one Scepter on the Nature's Prophet. You're about to have one completed on the Slark and the Dragon Knight as well. These are huge power spikes for these heroes. Again, you're 3 minutes away from nighttime. So it's you got to get more out of the map here for PuckChamp.
Well, they don't have an Aegis to be able to play around with, and look at how much respect they're giving towards that Glimpse and towards the Static Storm, even just the Kinetic Field, right? Going to BKB on the Leshrac, not something that we see super common this early on the hero these days. Plus side, though, they are closing in on the 4-star on Sweden Strong, so that's certainly going to help him. with assisting the rest of the team. We'll also have a Hurricane Pike, so nice way to be able to deal with the Dragon Knight in a lot of these fights.
How do we feel like this TA is going to be able to scale this game? Because Low Skill, again, had a very, very difficult kind of first 25, 30 minutes. We saw he was able to really ramp up and provide that impact as game went on in game 1. He's had a kind of quiet game 2 as well. Only 1 death. He's kind of keeping up in farm, but without him being addressed as much at the moment, is he going to prove to be an issue for Dire?
I think he is. Again, his role is to just snipe that disruptor, get in as quickly as possible, because no one else has a Blink Dagger. No one else has that instant gap closing potential. It's just him. So it's going to be off the...
Nice.
Just an escape by Alex.
Yep.
It's going to be onto him to be able to use the Beastmaster vision to be able to find that pick-off. And then you just feel so much more confident fighting with the Leshrac in particular.
That's kind of one thing that the gem also enables them for Ancient Tribe, just to keep those supports alive then as well. Yes, if you're able to place those the Hawks in a bit more of a tricky position, then it could be difficult, but regardless, helping out with those positions. We see LeBron, he's even looking for his own scepter. So I mean, do you give the Philosopher now to LeBron? Yeah, they just did that. Okay, so Alex is like, all right, I got my drums, I got my force. LeBron, this item is all yours now.
And it's go time with those Ags. DK still 400 gold short. He's got that ultimate popped as well. They're actually looking to make a bit of an aggressive play themselves.
They check the creep. They're going to see the aura. Their own wraparound. PuckChamp. We're going to see Mixer inside the river. Nice reaction with the blink. He's going to be able to get some distance away. Low pleb as well. Okay, for the moment with the Wrath of Nature. That should be enough to separate the two squads.
It's all about that area control for both of these teams, though. But the one that's actually going to use this space to push in is PuckChamp. They've got this mid lane pushed in. They weren't able to deal with it, and they instantly ping up top, saying, you know what, if they're going to try and push into us, we got to do the exact same. The downside, of course, is that Mixer doesn't have that Elder Dragon form. He's got the Meteor Hammer, but it just doesn't feel quite as strong. Nice pathing as well by Sweden Strong, making sure he wasn't going to get hooked.
Yeah, and they're starting to set up for a potential fight. Daro trying to TP back. He's not going to be able to clip LeBron with the Ice Path. They're looking to close the distance, cutting off maybe some of the avenues to the right. Low skill. Just goes for the Korra instead. Someone will have to address bottom, which is taking some damage, and Lorenov's going to do that. Should be able to give him a little bit of gold towards the BKB as well.
He's got the boots to travel. As soon as he saw the rocket flare as well inside of that ancient camp area, he instantly backed off because he knew that he'd just TP'd in, didn't want to get glimpsed back and ruin his team's positioning.
Both sides more than likely going to be looking towards that next Roche. We'll be up in a minute, so Dire, they're very content with this next fight, considering the Scepters we've mentioned. For Radiant, you're hoping you can get towards the BKBs. Beastmaster very close, Leshrac very close as well.
It is pretty key, isn't it? It really feels like TA, she's not going to have it by that point, so it's just a matter of, well, how can I enable the rest of my team? And she's taking a bit more of the unsafe farm, let's call it, you know, inside the jungle, moving on forward, although you got to be careful with how far you extend yourself. You don't have a really solid idea of where all of Ancient Tribe is right now. Although that enchanted treant is doing a little bit of work just to keep the creep wave away from the tower as long as possible.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they might be
They
able
want to
to
try and control their own jungle. They've got the ward currently set up on the high ground. Well, Peb will be able to protect himself with the ultimate.
Only pop with the Shadow Dance, though. So I wonder if that'll leave them to feel a little bit more confident.
At least you address the ward, though, right? Like, this game... Oh, jump in, actually, mid lane. Leshrac. Let's see if they're going to be able to blow him up before stuff into the hook. He can try and activate the Bloodstone, but the damage is coming out pretty fast. Ancient Tribe. Very nicely done. They kill Lorenov without having to commit too heavily, and now they can consider about Kadaro as well. They're a bit cautious about going over towards the left side without too much vision to play with, but
Roche is up.
Roche is up. Can they consider about it?
Potentially. Alex is going to check it out and see that it's up. Instantly makes a ping happen, although they might just want another free pick-off before that case. A little pleb looks like he'll be able to assist. Oh, another.
Nice use of the pike. LeBron, can he get some vision for the glimpse?
This is the gem as well that Sweet Strong has.
Pleb will be off the mark. Looks like they should be able to get the kill nonetheless. Gem dropped on the deck.
Yep.
Double
Let's
gem.
got it.
All of a sudden, 8,000 net worth lead, and more than likely second Roshan going the way of Dire as well.
He's built up a lot of permanent agi stacks on Little Pleb. He's up to 14 at this stage, so he is having a phenomenal game so far.
It's had a great series too. We've got to keep in mind his Bloodseeker, I think, only died 3 times, maybe, with like 14 kills. So was very impressed with his performance in game 1, and was on another comfort hero in the Slark, and we're seeing what he's able to do with it. 7, 0, and 8. They gave him the Aegis. Shard's going to be given over to Mixer as well, so he has that Fireball. And this DK scaling, he's got the Manta queued up, so he's going to be a bit of an issue as the game goes on as well.
Yeah, for sure. Just even in that previous fight, though, it's the little things, right? It was the 4-stuff by Sweden Strong that was used onto Lorinov that actually pushed him further in. So he was away from the team. He wasn't able to benefit from some of those auras that might have protected him. Back of the Helm of the Overlord, for example.
Alex? Oh, no way, man.
He's got haste, man.
They can't start these fights. It's kind of sure, their lineup's great at being able pushing and taking objectives, but when you play from behind, we see some of the issues that their 5-man is currently showing, that Dire just kiting them across the map, and there's nothing they can do about it currently.
Lyas needs that Blink Dagger so badly. Like, you will still have vision. It's not going to stay up for long because of the Slark and all of the vision advantages that they've got on Ancient Tribe, but they've only got a minute left of nighttime. If you can get into that Blink Dagger, if you could somehow prevent them from going up onto your high ground, then well, it gives you a chance. You got to find that instant pickup, though.
Yeah, but now you're going to a Scepter on the Disruptor.
Oof.
That's one person dead.
Be careful. Just able to get away.
Very, very close. Bit of EKB forced. So, meanwhile,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
well, then they're pretty close to catching some of the members as well. Kadaro. Ooh. Sorry. Well, still feels like we saw what PuckChamp were able to do, of course, taking back to that previous game. I mean, it was a very similar position where they had the net worth lead. What do we...
Oh, no, it was just Sweden Strong's running away, sproinking away, just able to avoid the duo once again of the Clockwork and the Disruptor. Clockwork was slightly off the mark. But it's important that they don't just give up these individual kills, and it's a DD that they're going to be able to use during the daytime, so at least you're not going to have that instant jump to worry about anymore, but you got to get out of dodge against this Slark.
Uh-oh. Nice TP. We've got a glimpse of him with the Rocket Flare. He's going to be able to TP back. I have a great ward on the cliff by the secret shop, though. And Alex is in a position to be able to jump in as well. You've got the Disruptor nearby to drop the Static Storm, but it's a question of which target are they going to jump on.
Rapid Nature's up now.
Looks like Lies. That'll be the one. Beastmaster revealing himself for the rest of the team, not playing behind him. Pleb continuing to find more permanent agi. Level 19 for the Slark.
He's doing damn well, isn't he?
Man, they're going to I don't know. What do you do? Like, Mobai scaling is going Satanic next. They don't really have a lot of stuns to stop him from right-clicking. Really, it's just going to be raw throughout it, and Pleb's getting more kills across the map. So you have the damage. Well, they've got the hook shot, so it's not going to matter. Alex, just a tip.
That's all you need.
Now,
Look how fast
even Lorinov as well. Are they going to be able to force this BKB?
Possibly. Depends. I guess they don't have the
I hate this item. Why?
Flippy.
What? Yes!
No
Look at
Bloodstone
that,
for
dude.
you. No
like,
BKB.
This is so dumb. You see the range on that?
Mm-hmm.
What? You nerfed it. It doesn't matter. Oh, I hate this item. Sorry.
How do you really feel?
Dude, this item's so dumb, man. I cannot believe no target. Roots from that far away. 1100 range. Cool. Very cool.
All right, so you ready for the Copium?
Okay, I don't know if it's going to be enough, but yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Second Roche, and they didn't take any high ground yet, and they've only got 50 seconds left. So
I think they outscale PuckChamp.
Sure, but you're not in like...
You're coping, it's okay.
I said it was Copium, all right?
I understand, I get it.
Yeah.
Look, we haven't felt like the Lesh counter to the Slark. We just
No, 'cause
haven't
he just
felt
gets
it. He doesn't
burst
even have a
down.
BKB.
Oh, he does. He just wasn't able to activate it because of the static storm.
Sorry,
Oh,
I meant
the
Slark. Sorry.
Yeah.
So he's going to have like a late game BKB where you've got 9 seconds of immunity. TA won't address you because you got Shadow Dance and Depth Shroud. Lesh won't address you. And we're potentially seeing it. Little Pleb pretty aggressive. He's still got 10 seconds left of the Ages. Got to be cautious though. Lorinov, he's looking to jump in. He's had enough of the status quo of this game. He wants revenge, but it's a BKB for a Disruptor.
It's a pretty important kill, though, especially with that Aegis about to expire. Maybe they feel like now they can look to push the lanes out, look to get a bit more of their farm, get into that next item. Although I don't really know how much that next item is going to change things, right? It really felt like Lorinov was going that Blink Dagger because no one on his team was killing this damn Disruptor. And I still don't necessarily agree with Liza's choice to go, like, he's been going back and forth between, do I want Force Staff, do I want Octarine? It's still BKB for mine. That Disruptor has to die, and the most important thing for him right now is just saving gold for buyback.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scared.
Let's see what they're able to get at least off the back of the kill. Being able to farm across the map. Low Skill's in some trouble though. Got Kadara nearby. In fact, he'll use his own Hurricane Pike to get some distance away. Gotta be cautious of Alex. Man, what was that? Off for the right, we still see Kadara go down. I don't know, the ball's on Low Skill. He stood still. That was why Alex missed the hook shot. What a play regardless.
Ooh,
great reactions out of the BKB as well. That was incredibly quick.
Low skill my ass. That's high skill right there.
Who's quickly charming that? Oh. Fives. I don't know how Radiant were able to steal it.
Yoink.
Pretty nice one to steal as well. I'm sure Dai would appreciate having their own quickening charm. Ah, they're 14k ahead. Come on. It's not the end of the world. Top lane. Uh-oh. They're on to Lorinov, and these two members just evaporate the Lesh's health pool. Can't even get out on the map.
Only 15 gold away from the buyback, so he is... what sort of
lane.
movement are we playing down bottom?
LeBron
Low
setting
skill?
up on low skill. Oh. They're coming
just
actually.
avoiding the
Radiant.
vision.
They want to take the fight.
Glimpse?
Sweet and Strong's going to be able to wrap around. They're going to be able to get the glimpse back into the static
See
storm. And now with
refraction.
Mobai here as well, there is so much damage. Now Sweet and Strong's in some trouble as well, but the Enchantress will not be able to escape inside the tree line. Oh, getting spicy with the tips now.
Okay. The lanes, once again, aren't in the most amazing position. Top side's looking pretty healthy. And actually, they do have that backdoor disabled because of what they've been able to do up top. So they're just going to use that to fall down onto this bottom side. No one wants to use buyback right now, but you might be forced to. LeBron, Glimpse, just a little bit short on the range.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle
You know, I'm a
tower is
4-star
under
fan.
attack.
I just... Beastmaster's a step too far, I think. That's not the issue. The issue is that they're stronger than you right now, and you can never seem to find an outnumber because of it. And they've got great heroes at being able to force that outnumber with the Nature's Prophet, with the Glimpse. So you got to try and... You got to fix that somehow. And yeah, 4-star's, it's not the one.
How are you ever going to get the lanes in a position where you can take a fight without them knowing that you're looking to get outside the base? You got
to send the Beastmaster creep to do it, but then you don't have it for the fight. So it doesn't feel great, but that's sort of the sacrifice that you need to make. I actually really like Lorinov's itemization as well. He's going for the Scythe of Vice next. It's exactly what they need. I mean, he's saying go because they know that Roshan has the potential to respawn. Unfortunately, Sweet and Strong wasn't caught by that smoke there. And all the while, top lane's being pushed in. So we'll see what happens. Roche is up, number 3.
You've got a glimpse of Alex. They'll see Lil Pleb as well with the Hawk.
I mean, they
Now
know
they're going to be able to address...
there's no reason for Sweet and Strong to be out here on his own. You know, they have to know something's up.
Jump in onto Alex.
He didn't
Decent amount of damage with the Static Storm. Oh, he got out. Lesh was able to get out of the range. Still, they're going to try and turn it back around. They're surrounding the Nature's Prophet at the moment. A really good start of the fight here for PuckChamp, but they need to get more out of it. It looks like they will be able to do so. LeBron's going to go down as well instantly. They're not going to hesitate about jumping inside the pit. This could be an opening here for PuckChamp.
That was a really solid static storm, but then he glimpsed him back, so he actually sent him back out of it. And he was able to get the BKB, get the Bloodstone off, and that was the fight that we've been waiting for this Leshrac to actually start to do work. And there we go. They're able to take the Aegis, they get the Aghanim Shard onto low skill. Actually give...
Look at little pleb.
Oh.
They're a little bit isolated. It's just Lorinov here, 4-staff up to the high ground. Little pleb's going to be stuck for the moment for a couple of seconds.
They're fighting this.
And Lorinov is like, nah, never mind, I'm out of this one.
Both of them
try and take this.
They TP'd next to each other.
All sweet and strong. Hunter's back up. He's close to some boys to protect him. Kadari's got the 4-staff ready to work with. Not going to use it though. So pleb gets another kill. They're done. Already looking for more low skill now. Static Storm's back up for LeBron.
He's just de-warding while he's inside the enemy base solo.
Has so much vision with this Moonshard. He sees so much actually. Oh my lord.
That is kind of nutty. It's like Dark Ascension level. If there was a way to check how much gold Little Pleber's got from de-warding traps and observer wards, I'd love to see it. I know that's probably a bit of a hard ask, but it has to be in the thousands.
Yeah, I'm just watching him
I
sweep
want to
across
see
the
at
map.
end of the game.
Yeah.
Like, even if Ancient Tribes somehow lose, I want to see him highlighted with like wards destroyed and stuff.
In every trap, 25 gold. Seems like he's getting plenty of them. And even with that, you still have a Nature's Prophet that's 5k ahead of him. Whereby he's just been farming up a storm across the map, doing NP things, and he's level 25 now.
Still no BKB. Who needs it?
Where are you going?
Sweet and strong though. I'll try and take over one of the ancient black dragons.
What do we even do at this rate? Giving the frenzy over to low skill who gets
mix-up.
caught.
Jump on a low skill. Static Storm again, the 4-staff though. Entangle's holding him in
silenced.
place for the moment. Oh, the Wrath of Nature. Enough of a control, but of course he's got the second life to work with. But the rest of the team are in some trouble. They're separated from the TA, but Lorinov is going to go towards the Stark with the AoE damage.
kinda low.
Pleb's in trouble to pounce. Gets some distance, but Lorinov hunts him down. And now the rest of Ancient Tribe, are they in trouble as well? Makes up the last seconds, able to blink away. So, an Aegis in exchange for a beyond god-like streak. Unfortunately, it was Kadara that got it though.
What is this, unfortunately? The support hate coming
Come
through
on.
from you. I mean, are they close to any other big items that they've really been waiting
What do you
for?
want
I guess
the
the
Kira to
scythe.
get? No, no,
The
no,
scythe-
come
The
on.
scythe would have been good on Lorinov. All right, I'll be real about this all. And bye-bye.
Nixon's nearby as well. Bloodstone's still on cooldown for a little bit, so Lorinov doesn't have this turn
Jeez.
potential. They're going to glimpse low skill away as well.
Oh, the cheese just wasn't able to get off.
Oh, did they try and pass it over?
He had it. It was just from the backpack,
okay.
the cooldown. The thing that I hate most.
He bought out as well, so 75 seconds without the Lesh. Of course, the Slark is dead for a little bit as well. PuckChamp are kind of grouping up at the moment, but Ancient Tribe, they're sweeping across a 2-man smoke from them. They've got the Static Storm back up.
So you could
Looks, I'll run into Kadaro, an easy kill for them to find. This is shoves out
Tower is under attack.
the wave, silver linings.
bot's pushed in though, so it doesn't really matter that much. Sweden Strong's going to go back.
I
He's even going into a
wonder-
scythe himself.
Oh, low skill might be in trouble. Oh, bye. Can he can't TP out. It's still on cooldown. Low skill is just going to be forced to stand his ground, but the damage is not enough against them. Oh no, he doesn't have buyback too.
I mean, even if he
now they're already
did have the
got more.
TP available, he was inside the Sprout leash as well, right? So wouldn't have been able to.
Very true.
Now, Ancient
That-
Black Dragon goes to work. The Red Eyes Black Dragon doing work here.
See what Sweet and Strong can do set up inside the base. His input is wanting to rain down a decent amount of damage. They're going to look to try and turbo the roar as well. Sweet and Strong protects himself with the BKB. Not looking to give an opportunity for the Static Storm, but just doesn't matter in the end. Once the player's able to lock onto his target, he'll turn to Lorinov next as well, but he's going to be cautious. A Hex catches the Slark off guard, but the damage, it's not enough. Lil Pleb's going to be able to stay alive, and well, the rest of Radiant, they're still in shambles. TA into the Static Storm.
That's a
dieback for him. And now Mobite, he's more than okay with beating up against the members. Nothing for the Nature's Prophet to fear with no damage left in the tank. Looks like we're going to be going the distance here for our first series of 2-2.
Yeah, for sure. They just want to give him the rampage.
Nice.
He gets it, despite the best work from Lil Pleb to deny it away. They're going to be able to secure that one. Any spicy old chats coming through? Nah, just good vibes from the rest of the boys, and for a good reason. Like, this is what happens, right? You look at this...